Norwegian Escape stateroom, starting with the balcony. The balcony is a stateroom that we opted for, and we really liked it. It had plenty of space. The balcony rooms range from 207 to 322 square feet, and they can accommodate up to 4 people. In our case, it was just the 2 of us, but they have a queen-size bed that you can convert into 2 single beds if you prefer, and they have the floor-to-ceiling glass doors that lead to the balcony. In our case, our balcony was an aft balcony, so it's a little bit deeper than the other balconies, but you get a little table and a couple chairs and an amazing view. Favorite spot of mine to go out and have my morning coffee in the balcony, on the balcony room.
It's so nice.
Yeah. And so we showed you what the room looks like with the bed and the balcony doors and all that. But looking the other direction, what was a little different with their setup on Norwegian Escape for the balconies is usually the closets on most ships we've been on are across from the bathroom. But in this case, they're actually next to that couch. So it made it a little tricky squeezing in there to get to the far side of the closet. But, it gave maybe a little more spacious entry area. One thing we really did like about the stateroom, the balcony stateroom, was by the beds. You remember what they had by the beds?
Oh, yes. The USB outlet.
Yeah. On the lights on both sides of the bed.
Right. It was so nice. So each side of the bed had one USB outlet that you can plug in your cell phone and have it charged up at night.
Yep. And on the opposite side, across from the bed, there was the TV. And the TV is probably, I don't know, like a 26-inch TV, something like that. A newer flat screen TV. It was a smart TV, so you could check your reservations, your dinner times, check your bill, that sort of thing on there. But down behind the water that we ordered there, their outlets, there were actually 3 American-style outlets, which is 3 times more than we found on a lot of cruise ships we've been on. So that was really awesome.
And the best thing about that TV was it could come out a little bit, and you could
swivel it a little bit. Yeah. So if you're sitting, if you're sitting on the couch,
you could watch it, and if you're sitting on the bed, you could watch TV too.
Awesome. And just down below there, out of your view there, you could see, we'll show you, there is a little mini fridge. It's kind of like a little cooler. I don't know if I'd call it a fridge exactly. It's a little small, and it had some extra items you could purchase. I think there was some white wine and a couple different kinds of water. Our recommendation, I'll say my recommendation is that you order water before your cruise. You're going to pay a lot less if you want the cartons of water.
And my tip is ask your room steward to remove those items from your refrigerator so you can put your own water or drinks in place of that, so you don't have to worry about trying to find room.
Or be tempted to purchase that expensive
You don't want to purchase that. Unless you do.
Unless you do. So let's take a look at the schematic of the room. So this is the overhead view. So you can see that big couch, and across from it, it's got a little table, the mirror, and the bed. And this is the queen size formation, which is what we chose to. And of course the balcony. And then you can see the bathroom there. Let's take a closer look at the bathroom. So the bathroom was, decent sized for a cruise ship. It had a nice modern look with a couple little shelves above on the mirror and a couple shelves below. And on the other side, you would have modern looking sink with a soap dispenser. And they had these cool little glasses. They were actual glass, and they had like a kind of a special formed bottom to them, so they would fit in these holders, so they wouldn't, fall over if the ship got too rocking.
Right, exactly.
Yep. And I know people are probably curious about the shower. If you haven't been on Norwegian before, you might be happy to know that they have glass doors. There on the left, you can see the door closed. It's not a curtain; it's an actual door.
It's so nice.
Yeah. And then on the right-hand side, you can see inside the shower, it's got the actual shower head that you can grab and use like a wand, and then the soap dispenser and body wash dispenser with a couple of baskets there. You can put your own hair products or whatever on.
And just one thing that I found after a couple days trying to find is the wastebasket is it's underneath the sink.
Oh yeah, it's kind of hidden down there in a cabinet below the sink. Yep. Good point. And the one last thing we didn't show in the bathroom. And the bathrooms are going to be similar in most of the rooms on board, but we wanted to show you the setup here because a lot of times people ask about it. The toilet, Might not be a big deal if you haven't been on a cruise ship before, but it's actually situated in a way where it's not stuck in a corner. So it's actually easy to sit on, and kind of down there where there's that Kleenex dispenser. Over past that is the door that Joy's talking about where the trash can is.
Right.
So a pretty good setup and an efficient use of space.
Yeah.
That's the balcony stateroom. Let's move on and talk about the Oceanview stateroom. Going to save a little bit of money. Typically doesn't cost as much as a balcony, but you'll still have a view outside. The Oceanview rooms run from 161 to 340 square feet and can accommodate up to 5 people.
5 people?
Yeah,
wow.
I know. I can't imagine that many people, but sometimes they have the drop-down beds or whatever.
Yeah.
But the bed can be split into 2 beds if you want, and it either has a picture window like you can see here or a portal window, depending on the particular type of room. Similar to the Oceanview, there's also the inside rooms. Inside rooms, probably going to be your most economical option. Those can accommodate up to 4 people, or 135 feet to 201 square feet. And they, again, like you can see here, instead of having the queen bed together, you can have it separated, so you have 2 separate beds, depending on your preference. And let's take a look at the overhead view. So you can kind of see the layout. It's definitely a lot tighter than the balcony room, but you can kind of get the idea. The Oceanview or the typical Oceanview, I should say, or the inside room, you're going to typically have your bed, a closet, little sitting area, not much, but a place to sit and do your makeup or if you need to get some work done, and then a similar bathroom setup to what we showed you before. If you want to save a little money on any of these types of cabins, whether it's inside Oceanview or otherwise, book a sail away cabin.
Yeah.
They'll pick the specific room, so you won't know your room number, but you can save some money if you let them pick your specific room.
Right.
So I wanted to show you one more before we get to the biggest room on the ship, the biggest room on board. We're going to show you the smallest room on board.
Oh, boy.
And this one is only 99 square feet, and that is the studio stateroom. And these are rooms specifically designed for people traveling alone. So if you're traveling by yourself, or you're the odd number off in a group, and you got, the family has maybe one person that, just wouldn't fit in the other room.
Right.
You can get a studio room.
Exactly.
And the studio rooms have this really modern look, and they have a one-way window looking out into the corridor there. They've got a TV, a little table, some drawers, and a closet, of course. Here from the overhead view, you can see that the sink is kind of up there at the top, is in the room, and there's a separate bathroom area for the shower, glassed-in shower, and a separate room for the toilet. So very efficient for one person, but definitely you can see why that's only meant for one person. It's I think it's smaller than our first studio apartment.
I know. I think so.
So let's go from the smallest to the biggest.
Ooh, yeah.
So now we're moving to
win the lottery.
Yep, and then we're gonna have some tips for you. No matter what class room you want, we got tips coming up. But first, we got to show you the largest stateroom on the ship is the Haven Deluxe Owners Suite with large balcony. This one has it actually has 2 balconies, but this is outside the doors here. You can see the large balcony. You've got a dining area. You've got a living area with a big fancy couch. Look at that chandelier.
I like the chandelier.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Did they give that to you?
No. You can use it while you're there.
Okay.
For light. And the bedroom, big, and this is a king size, unlike all the other rooms we showed you where it's a queen size bed. This is a king size bed. And look at the view. Not only a big TV, but a view out looking to the ocean.
That's so nice.
So the Deluxe Owners Suite is 1,307 square feet.
Whew.
And it can accommodate up to 6 people. It's got the king size bed that you can see at the bottom of the screen there. And then it's got a large bathroom, which I'll show you in just a minute here. And then they've got a smaller room that looks like it's got a couch that can be converted to a bed there as well. And of course, you got that huge balcony. And there's the little balcony here off of the main bedroom and bathroom there. So 2 bathrooms. There's 2 bathrooms, a large one and more of a standard sized one.
That room is bigger than what our house was.
I don't know about that. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. And because it's part of the Haven, you get exclusive access to certain parts of the Haven. The restaurant, the bar, the sun deck. You get a butler and a concierge service too. So yeah, that's the Haven Deluxe Owners Suite.
Ooh,
and here's the bathroom. I forgot to show you that.
Oh my goodness!
It not only has a bathtub with a window view, if you choose to have that, and on the other side of the 2 sinks, you got a large walk-in shower.
Wow.
So yeah,
you know you've made it when you have a bathtub with a window view of the ocean.
That's right. So quite a lot of cool options there. And I think I forgot to mention that with the studio suite, even though it's like a 13th of the size of the one we just showed you, you do get exclusive access to the studio lounge.
Yeah.
What's a studio lounge?
Studio lounge has like couches and tables and chairs and
snacks.
And I was getting there.
Okay.
It comes with snacks, cookies, and
beverages.
Go ahead. Tell them what they get.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble now. Good job, Joy. Let's move on to the tips. So tips for booking your stateroom on Norwegian. Avoid rooms adjacent to public areas.
Oh, yeah.
Why is that?
Because it's loud.
Yes. If you have a bar above you or the comedy club below you or something next to you where there's a lot of people up late, you're going to hear noise. Another tip is the midship rooms on lower decks have the least motion. So if you're prone to seasickness, maybe consider a lower room at midship. Get a room on deck 8 to be steps away from the waterfront and fun bars and restaurants, shops, Food Republic, the District Brew House, Cagney's and Moderno Chasqueria, the shops, a lot of stuff are on deck 8. And if you want to be very close to it, deck 8 is a place to be.
Definitely.
Just walk through the doors and you're into the main heart of the ship. Information on specific staterooms by stateroom number. You can find more information and photos at cruisecritic.com, cruiseline.com, which is also available as the Shipmate app, and cruisedeckplans.com. Last but not least, consult a travel agent if you need any extra help on choosing a room. So if they found this information helpful, what should they do?
Give us a thumbs up.
That's right. It really helps us out. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. It's just a way to follow us so you don't miss our future cruise videos.
That's right.